Let's start with this essay someone left me. And no, I'm not reading the whole thing because I'm not getting paid enough to sift through a Kirk devotional. They basically said, have you ever actually listened to him? He's not alt-right. He's a pure-hearted center-right Christian conservative who loves everyone, and everything you've seen is strategically edited to... The way some of you talk, you'd think Charlie was out here playing 4D chess with the internet. Bro, relax. Most of the backlash was deserved. There was no grand conspiracy, no elite media plot, just him saying reckless, emotionally stunted things repeatedly. First off, I literally gave him grace in the first video. I said some clips were taken out of context, which means, brace yourself, I actually look deeper than TikTok edits. Wild concept, right? Second, don't gaslight me with this Disney princess version of Kirk where he's a prejudice-free guy who loves everyone. My guy literally fear-mongered about Haitians coming into America and doing horrific things to white daughters.
The Haitians that are in Huntsville that are raping your women and hunting you down at night, it's only going to get worse unless Donald Trump wins.
By the way, I couldn't find any reliable sources of how many Haitians actually committed rape in 2024 or 2025, so I don't know where he got this from. But maybe because he's bigoted, I don't know.
Our country. So right now, roaming free on the interior of the United States are 13,000 convicted murders, 15,000 convicted rapes.
Where are these numbers coming from? I couldn't find anything.
And they're having a field day. And they're coming for your daughter next. Let's play cut 183.
These Haitians, as well as undocumented immigrants from other countries, were having a field day per Kirk, coming for your daughter next. The only hope was Donald Trump, who had to prevail, lest Haitians become your masters. The point of this so-called mastery was as familiar as it was conspiratorial, the Great Replacement. There was an anti-white agenda, Kirk howled, one that sought to make the country more like the third world.
That's not center right. That's racist panic. Then you've got him saying things that straight up pit groups against each other. But yeah, tell me again about he has love for everyone and the funniest part, the righteous Christian angle. Because apparently Jesus said, let the children come to me. Unless they need free lunch, tell them to get
Do you think that there should be free school lunch for all children?
No.
Why?
Of course not. Because parents should feed their kids, not the government. Show me a single child in America going hungry. Doesn't exist. Number two, we have churches. We have churches.
Currently struggling with my daughter. I was wondering, can you guys help me with formula?
Formula?
Yeah.
Who did you call? This is a church.
Yeah, I thought you can help me.
We have food shelters. We have billions, and it does not exist. We have a child obesity problem, not a child starvation problem in this country.
Both things can be true at the same time. You can have an obesity problem and still have hungry children. But tell me why, as soon as he says there's an obesity problem, the woman in the front starts cheering even though she's chubby. You can't preach Christian values while fighting against basic compassion and still expect people to take you seriously. Kirk's rhetoric and Jesus' teachings don't even live in the same zip code. They're so far away from each other, it's insane. Jesus wouldn't back half of the shit this man said. Could you imagine if Jesus was here? Yes, brown, socialist Jesus. Could you imagine him going, oh, free healthcare? You want that? Get f***. And also, don't bring the Haitians in. Children getting b***ed. Oh, it's their fault, stupid Muslim.
If you as a gay person would go to Gaza, they'd throw you off of tall buildings, right? Now they don't have any tall buildings left, so I don't... Is that too soon? I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't kill Jews, stupid Muslims.
Do you think Jesus would be pro-Second Amendment? Yeah, to be able to protect yourself. You know, the Bible says an eye for an eye. That's the Old Testament, buddy. You're saying you're a Christian, right? Christian literally means you're a follower of Jesus Christ. And what did Jesus say? If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn him the other also. So there is no fucking excuse. Y'all don't know Jesus. It's so embarrassing. I wouldn't even call myself a Christian, but it's just embarrassing watching Christian nationalists from the sideline claiming to be his big brain followers while being a bunch of f***ing donuts. And by the way, if you're going to defend a public figure, bring receipts. Don't just show up with the vibes and the loyalty points. Every Kirk fan in my comments has the same formula. A big claim with no evidence, but that's not enough. One person even told me that I should do my research before doing any public speaking on this topic. So since you know so much better than me, how about you make a video where you don't just throw a big claim out there like, oh, Charlie was actually a great person, but you actually back it up with evidence, right? And then I'll react to your video. Then there's the comments saying, victims of his political views, are you being serious? Imagine being so soft, you care about a man's opinion, and he makes you feel like a victim. Ah, yes, the classic conservative move. Call people soft while writing emotional essays in my comment section. How inspiring. You can't call people sensitive while melting down over a faceless YouTuber's opinion. Pick a personality trait and commit to it. Now that we got that out the way, let me address why I refer to certain demographics as victims of his political views. Yes, I was being serious and I'll double down on it. Policies and rhetoric have consequences. That's how politics works. When someone with a massive platform dismisses civilian deaths overseas, that affects how supporters think about human beings. When they push immigration narratives that dehumanize entire groups, that shapes public sentiment, which shapes policy, which shapes real lives. When someone normalizes the idea that mass casualties from gun violence are the price of freedom, that changes the cultural baseline. This isn't about hurt feelings, it's about real world fallout. If that's too complicated for you to grasp, maybe don't question my comprehension skills. Yours are clearly non-existent.
Damn!
And let's talk about debates. Stop pretending Charlie was some type of undefeated master debater.
Well, Eric, that's enough. Let's get out of the bathroom.
I can't, man. I'm master debating to these young college girls.
Every time he sat across from someone who actually knew what they were talking about, he got steamrolled.
Do you truly, in your heart of hearts, truly believe that this is a human being? This,
Without a doubt.
without a doubt?
Yes.
This is a dolphin fetus.
So let me.
The only thing that happens at conception is these two cells fuse. Now, this idea that means that for some reason suddenly that moral worth comes in, but it wasn't there before when you had these two cells who had half the DNA. But suddenly there's a
correct.
flip of a
Yes, something
switch.
magical happens at that.
It's not magical, Charlie. We know about this.
Well, hold on.
Charlie.
Time out. Hold on. Exactly.
Foreman,
magical.
It's not. You say magical as in, oh, it's beautiful, it's an incredible thing that happens, of course. But it's not incredible in the sense we don't know what's going on. There's no new DNA coming out of nowhere.
Hold on, but time out. Isn't there a separate DNA though than the mother? Like,
yes, from the father.
Okay, yes, but it's not.
It wasn't editing, it wasn't bias, it was the difference between rehearsed talking points and someone who's actually well read and prepared. And don't strawman me. I know it's tempting, but try to keep up. I never said he deserved what happened to him, not once, and I never acted like he was the worst human in history. There are people that make him look like a mild inconvenience, trust me. So argue with what I actually said, not some imaginary bullshit version you constructed in your head where I'm just this emotional liberal who doesn't know what he's talking about and he probably hasn't seen the clips and no. Come at me with facts, motherfucker. Look, you can like Charlie Kirk, you can hate him, you can think I'm wrong, but don't rewrite reality to make your favorite commentator look perfect. Don't come at me with some fan fiction where he's Jesus' 13th disciple. No. I'll keep calling out bullshit when I see it. If you want more of that, like the video, sub if you feel like it, and let's keep the internet honest. See you in the next one.